morning, everybody. Whether you're on the East Coast, West Coast, or around the world, this is Coast to Coast. What's happening, guys?
World Cup. The World Cup is happening.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You know, and I have to say, you know what? Listen, I am a soccer fan, you know, and I understand not everybody is a soccer fan. And when you hear about a 0-0 tie, it's like that must have been the most exciting, boring 2 hours of your life. But this game that happened between Spain and Cape Verde was, you know, it was like the goalie, who is 40 years old. So he is older than you, Bo. Was
no,
like,
but I wish you were right.
He was like a go-go gadget, you know, with his arm. Like he stopped 24 shots, or like they had 24 shots on net. Spain is like the top team in the tournament. Capo Verde is in its first ever World Cup performance. They tied 0-0. You want to talk about a win? That's a win.
Yeah, but the only team happy about that is them, right? Like the fans wanted to see a score.
Yeah.
Spain certainly did.
You want to talk about that country? That country celebrated like it was New York. They literally went crazy. I got to imagine, because I mean, and listen, the goalie played out of his mind. Like this guy should, if he knows how to ice skate, any one of these hockey teams should definitely hire him, because after watching this last Stanley Cup, obviously goalie play was a big deal.
Yeah.
So, but it was just one of the cool things to just kind of watch. It's like I said, it's, you know, you figure that Spain was like they were like a plus 1,000 or a minus 3,000. And it was Cape Verde was like a plus 1,000 or whatever. It was ridiculous, maybe 10,000 or whatever. And to get the tie, I don't know what the tie was, but that team made a lot of money. So I can imagine that FIFA immediately made that guy pee in a cup.
Yes, it was the random drug test.
There was nothing random about it. This guy was
no, it's like every time you see amazing play in the NFL, they get a drug test the next day.
Right.
It's like, you know, sometimes you just have a good day.
Yeah.
And it was this guy had one of those days. You know, it was like I said, to get 24 shots on goal is a lot of shots.
That is a ton of shots.
Yeah.
And for none of them to go in, and I tell you, it seems like everybody's been hitting the crossbar and the post and stuff like that. There has been some really great saves that we've been seeing in this first group action. Listen, I don't know if you guys have noticed or anything. I'm sure you haven't out in Vegas yet, but you know, we'll talk about what happened in the Stanley Cup here shortly. But every day I'm posting as a different country and trying to get some culture, learn some culture, and teach some culture to the masses. And it's really starting. People are starting to like dig it. You know what I mean? They're like, not only are the Americans, they're like, oh, I didn't know this, I didn't know that, and like I have received a tremendous following all of a sudden from like the Ivory Coast because I supported them in a sea of Ecuador. You know what I mean? And it was like I said, now I have a whole bunch of followers from the Ivory Coast. Brazil cannot wait for Friday when they see me And Friday, I have to do 2 countries. I got to be USA first, and then I'm switching to Brazil. So it's, any makeup companies that have wipes. I am. You want some commercials? You get me some wipes. I'm going to need it. Is the Premier Soccer is the ball different? A little bit. So they use a very specific company for these soccer balls, and it's I saw the name yesterday and I don't know it. There's also a chip in this ball. They made it very similar to the way that they do these Super Bowl balls, and NFL balls now all have chips in them and such.
Yeah.
So it's it's a little different.
I was gonna say size and weight are the same. Like the construction's a little different.
It's actually a little different as well in the air pressure. Like small things
Right.
are a little different. But other than that, it's the same ball. It's the same ball. It looks, to me, it looks like a volleyball that's a little bit harder.
Kind of like college football and the pro football.
Exactly.
So, Gino, I will tell you that that's the one thing that I have not done. I have not bought all of these jerseys. It's been more of a, hey, I'm FIFA Philadelphia, and I just paint my face. You know what I mean? Because it's expensive, these jerseys. It's not cheap. And I'm not getting, I'm not going to go spend like $150 on each jersey. And they don't make 6X in Temu size.
Well, not only that, but you wouldn't receive it in time. Like the World Cup would be over by the time they'd arrive.
So I am using like FIFA Philadelphia. And listen, it doesn't matter the jersey. Like if I have a shirt that's close, I will try to wear that like a solid shirt. But for the most part, it's doing the face paint and talking a little bit about that country and such. And so far I have not lost.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Parking is $150 for a normal vehicle.
Yeah.
$600 if you have the oversized vehicle. So yes, you are correct. It is cheaper than parking.
Yeah, I'm curious what it is here in Seattle, because $150 is normal parking.
Right.
So, I mean, I can only imagine what trying to park in the garage is right now.
It's probably 3 times.
Yeah,
or 5 times. 5 times. So it's because it's normally $30 to park. And then it went up to 150. It was so funny to see. We took a picture of it. I took a picture of it. Was like pointing at him like $150 to park.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's a standard. That's a standard Seahawk game.
Well, that's also to park right across the street and get the premier parking and such. So,
I mean, that's at the stadium, but still. I mean, you're $70 around the corner. Like it's crazy.
Another Vegas luxury.
Well, you know what they have in Vegas?
Space.
Lots and lots of space.
Exactly.
I mean, but not only that, the other thing is most people coming in to see the Raiders are usually from out of town. A lot of the crowds from out of town. So they're staying at the hotels. They already parked. They Uber, take another way to the stadium. And the locals were saying we park like when I go to a Raiders game, I had my wife drop me off like a block away, and I walked over to the stadium, and then have her pick me up later. Yeah, so
e-bike to the stadium. I mean,
Hey, listen, if there were spots to lock the e-bike,
exactly.
Oh yeah,
that people would be doing that. I mean, I went up to the FIFA has a big thing in Philadelphia, so I went there yesterday. It was actually the perfect time to go because it's a Monday. There wasn't a lot of people there, it was, you know, you get to walk around, you get to see everything when there's not a lot of people. And it was you know, it was a good time. You get to see how, oh, this is this and this is this and this is this. Um and then, you know, like I said, when I go there on Friday, because I'm going to be there all day on Friday in 2 different paints. So they want me, you know, they wanted me in Brazil, and I'm like, USA plays that day. So I will be doing both that day, and I don't care. You're going to have to deal with it. So yeah. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. The World Cup is here, and you know, it's, I mean, you guys had a game yesterday, right? There was a game yesterday in Seattle.
There was. Yep. Yeah, and it sounded like it actually, the logistics of getting around the stadium sounded like it actually worked out pretty well. I was fully expecting a dumpster fire, but it sounds like they actually had this set up pretty well. And again, this is based on me watching stuff happen in Seattle my whole life, right? So basically, if there is a clear plan of action that could work, that is what our city council's like. Yeah, we're not doing any of that. And
so here's the difference. There's not a lot of Seattle people going to the game. There are people
that is not true. That is
well,
not
I mean, I'm sure that there's some soccer. I mean, I know that there's a lot of soccer fans in Seattle.
Like I know a lot of people that were in that building.
But I mean, there are, what I'm getting at is that there's a lot of people from out of town, so they're not driving. I would say that the parking lots, the fact that they were $150, there was a lot of parking space. So lots of parking space. Like, so you had no problem finding parking, which means that there was no problems getting down there. Like, I didn't have any issues. I was like, oh, wow, this is perfect. You know what I mean? And there was a lot of Ecuadorians that didn't drive from Ecuador. So it's like they were taking like the Ubers and things like that. And
there was a lot of light rail. A lot of people took the light rail. But no, I mean, like parking was still a legitimate problem downtown just because there's a lack of it. But no, a lot of locals were there because people were just, you know, it's a big soccer community here, and it's such a blending of people that live here from around the world anyway, because of all the tech companies. So a lot of that building was local, but just again, amazingly, Seattle didn't mess it up, because when it comes to DOT, they find ways to make things hard.
Right. No, and I get that. It's, you know, it's you always think that, you know, we could do it better, and most times we can, but we just incorporate a little bit of common sense.
Yeah. See, we don't do that on the West Coast. We're like, yeah, no, we're not doing any of that. Like,
but anyways, so I gotta ask Bobby, you know, how Game 6 of the Stanley Cup actually was the first game that actually looked like a hockey game for real. You know what I mean? Not like a Stanley Cup hockey game this year, because it seems like that there was way too many goals that were going on.
You get a goal, and you get a goal. Everybody gets a goal.
It looked like a real hockey game to us.
What was the temperature? Like, what was like? How did the fans take the loss?
The fans are disappointed. You know, the popular, like this town really supports the team. They were the first professional sports team here, and you know, Vegas is different because it's a transient city. You know, most people who reside here aren't from here. So like myself, you know, I'm from Cleveland. I have other professional sports teams that I'm interested in, but hockey, I think hockey really unified the city, because most people who live here aren't from a town who has a hockey team. When I was growing up, Cleveland didn't have a professional hockey team, so I embraced the Knights a lot. So this city has really embraced the Golden Knights as like this is ours. Like, we know the Raiders are here, but that's not really our thing. The A's are coming, yeah, but like UNLV and the Golden Knights are ours. And so, yeah, it was disappointing at the last. They garnered great success. They're the reason the other teams are here, right? Because of the support that we've shown the Golden Knights. So, yes, it is disappointing. But overall, the city is upbeat because, honestly, and it's from a Cleveland fan, the city is spoiled. Yeah. Like we got to the Stanley Cup their first year of existence.
Right.
Won the championship 4 years later. Like they've been one of the most successful expansion franchises that I've ever seen in any sport
of all time throughout sports.
Yeah. So the city's attitude is, oh, it's okay, we'll be back next year. Like, and for it's not even like a ridiculous thought. It's not absurd to say that because they've demonstrated since their inception that, yeah, we will be back next year. So,
well, no, and it's why I thought there was a real shot for you guys to win because you guys are there all the time.
Yeah.
Experience. And I don't want to. I'm not trying to. I when you go and say that you guys have been there every year, you guys have a number of challenges going into this offseason in comparison to previous off seasons. All of those contracts are now coming up, and you're going to get a lot of restricted free agency and things of that nature. So there's going to be some challenges moving forward that Vegas hasn't had to deal with up to this point.
Correct.
What is your thoughts about the coach? And has there been any discussion on making him? Because I'm not sure if he was the interim coach or the full-time coach. Tortorella, it seems to me like you hire him as the full-time coach, and but he might have had an interim label on him.
Tortellini, no. Tortorella. I thought he did a good job. I mean, to get this team,
he was the perfect person.
Right.
He was the perfect person for the job.
Right.
Is he the perfect person for the job moving forward?
No,
I believe. I don't know. I think they should keep him. I think he should get one more crack at the egg. Like, to get this team from where it was coming into the postseason, with fewest points in the playoffs to get them to actually get them to the Stanley Cup, like, that's an accomplishment in itself. So I feel this playoff performance should get them one more crack at the egg, but it's also one of those situations where you understand if they move on.
Right. I mean, this is the hardest part about that is he does have a shelf life, and the good thing is that if you decide to move on from him right away, it's like putting him back in the freezer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't go bad. If you keep him, he has the potential to spoil. And that's,
I mean, if you put him back in the freezer, you shouldn't eat it anyway.
But
for those of you that enjoy cooking, never freeze your meat twice.
But you understand kind of what I'm saying there is that it's
right.
Like as great of a coach he is, he does have the ability to
wear people out.
Yes.
Yeah, and wane on the veterans. It's just because his ultimately
he's a why can't the name's right there. Who coached the Knicks? Last year. This coached the Bulls, coached the Knicks last season. His name.
But yeah, I don't know his name either because I wasn't a Knicks fan. Yeah. The only thing that I like about the Knicks, is that they beat San Antonio and that they're all Eagles fans.
Thibodeau.
Oh, yeah.
Thibodeau would do the same thing. So
right. And that's And I think that it's going to be tough. It's going to be another tough decision to make. And if you guys are going to have a lot of turnover, I firmly believe that you shouldn't have Tortorella. Tortorella is not your coach to move forward. If you are going to be keeping a lot of the same team, and this is going to take, you're going to learn about this really quickly, because I think the restricted free agency starts in 3 days.
Something
I think
like
it's Thursday at 4:00 is when the new season begins. And at that point, it's, that's when you'll start to see, because when the offers start to come in and you start to see how they're going to have to work the cap,
Mhm.
Because ultimately they're not able to play the games that some of the teams in previous years did, like Florida and Tampa Bay, where guys were hurt all year long, and then all of a sudden, hey, we're very healthy 3 days before, and we're ready for the playoffs. They're not going to be able to do that. They closed that loophole now. So you're going to see, like, Marner, who was a really good player on your team, is probably not going to be on the team. Somebody's going to offer him a lot of money, especially after the playoffs he had.
Yeah.
Hey, we are Titletown, USA, Erwin.
Hey,
Right now.
Besides, of course, it's a sport town because you can hit the sports book. So if you use the QR code on the screen, you can get up to 125% of your first 3 deposits, 10% bet guarantee, in case you happen to have taken the Knights this year. And so bet alongside us right here on Coast to Coast.
There you go. Great segue. But yeah, we have since
July 1st. Thank you, Gino.
Since 2019 or 2020, we have 4 championships. The Golden Knights got 1, the Aces got 3. So
yeah. I mean, and the Aces, for all intents and purposes, could snag another one.
Yeah, they didn't play good last night, but overall they're looking pretty decent.
I don't have to worry about the Storm getting another one in the near future. They have not played particularly well. Now they get another shot at the Fire tomorrow down in Portland, but they're slowly getting better. There's encouraging moments, albeit they don't land in the win column, but you at least see the vision, kind of coming through in stretches. And they have been playing better teams over the last few games. So, I mean, the fact that they are closer losses, they've been shooting better. The defense, statistically doesn't look as good, but when you think of how much better the teams they played are, you got to be happy with where they're kind of headed. Not that you thought that they were going to be a quality team, as far as wins this year anyway, but I did think they were going to look a little better. I didn't think they were going to be trying to get that last spot in the league from Connecticut.
Well, Connecticut, it does have, players too. So they do play. They do play.
They do play basketball for another couple months, and then before they head out of town. And yes, speaking of gambling, Sorsby, Texas Tech, moving on. Too much of a problem. I had a feeling that this would happen. As soon as you had schools saying, hey, we're just not going to play you.
Right.
And we're not only going to not play you, we're going to not play you in every sport moving forward. There's just too much money on the table to allow one player that has 1 year of eligibility to derail your programs like that. Sounds like he's going to enter the supplemental draft. We'll see what that looks like. But more than anything, you knew that Texas Tech was going to move on.
Yeah, but it might not have hurt them as much as you think. Remember, the teams who refused to play them would have had to buy out that game. So eventually would have had to pay Texas Tech.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it still could have worked out financially, if they would have worked it. But I'm not upset at his decision. I will be, however, upset if he gets picked. If somebody spends a draft pick on this kid,
it's
like.
Well, I'll be honest. I mean, I don't know much about him, but it sounds like he's the UFL. It's the UFL for him,
or CFL. Yeah.
I think he'll have to take a unique path to the NFL, especially because it was gambling. The NFL doesn't mess around with that at all, which is hilarious because it's sponsored by every major sports book on the planet. Right. But yeah, I mean, they don't mess around with players doing it. You have him, what would they say, 9,000 plus bets. The NFL is probably not going to be too into that, but I could absolutely see the UFL doing it. Even the CFL probably doesn't want to play around with somebody that was betting on teams that he was on. Yeah.
Especially a quarterback. Like if you're a receiver, if you're running back, a lineman, you can't have the quarterback be involved in something like that. It's just a bad look all around.
Cleveland's his landing spot for him.
Yeah, that was news from like 2 months ago. Before the suspension decision came down, and he was talking about entering that. That's news from then. I knew it popped back up, but nah, our GM and coach already addressed it. So
he's definitely going then.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll start week 7.
Along with 3 other quarterbacks. So
that's the thing. And I guess with since we meandered over to Cleveland anyway, your coach says he likes both guys, can't make a decision. Are you a fan of that, or does that make you think when you have multiple quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks?
No, I'm a fan of it because 1, he's been a straight shooter since his hire, and 2, it shows his transparency. He's actually looking to see who he can win football games with. I've maintained this whole time. I wouldn't read into anything coming from any reporter until joint practices around that time. That's when you'll hear more, and he's played it that way. Look, it's an open competition. We're going to do this, and if you look what they've done in every workout attempt, Shedeur has gotten the majority of first team reps sometimes. Watson has gotten the majority of reps sometimes. Sometimes they split down the middle. Like, he is having a true, honest competition to see who he can win with. So I'm good with it.
Do they try and get Gabriel out of the building?
Gabriel needs to get a jersey number first.
There is that hilarious thing too, right? So they take his jersey number and give it to Verse, and then you're out of numbers.
Yes, there are no quarterbacks.
Numbers for quarterbacks
related in them, but you got to like most of these numbers are being held by like receivers who are currently like the 7th and 8th. So somebody's going to get cut. Sure. He'll have a number to wear for his practice squad.
Nobody ever wears number 67. just put on 67, you'll be fine.
Actually, I think our new guard is wearing 67.
See, there you go. Well, that's what happens sometimes when you know, because I know Cleveland has so many numbers retired from all the great play over the years.
But there's only a certain amount that they don't let be worn. But no, it's true. Like Jim Brown, nobody's obviously allowed to wear that. The autogram was 14. Nobody's allowed
Bernie
to wear
Kosar. Was Bernie Kosar? Will anybody ever wear Bernie again?
Yeah, it's being worn now. Cedric Tillman wears number 19, which is wild. Okay.
And I was going to say it has to be 19 or lower for a quarterback,
right? But yeah, every number 0 to 19 is occupied.
Got ya.
But like I say, there's like 3 receivers who are wearing numbers in the teams that are not going to make this team. So it's not a big deal, Kurt.
He does not have the attitude to be able to rock not only a 3-digit number, but that 3-digit number.
How about the 00?
Double Z. Hey.
The Robert Parrish.
But, you know, I mean, tell me I'm not going to make the team without telling me I'm not making the team. So
For real. Yeah. That's the don't unpack your bag.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I have seen that
Yeah.
in preseason they do give same people with the same two people the same number, so it's not
Mhm.
like it's not like
usually
it's unheard of.
usually it's offense and defense though. They don't usually have them on the same side of the ball.
Well, that's great because Verse is going to wear whatever number it is, and then he could wear it on that side.
He's wearing number. He solidified that.
Yeah. No, he said 8 is mine.
It's mine now. I'll arm wrestle
Exactly.
you for it.
No, he didn't even give him that. Like there was just like that was straight up stealing the kid's lunch money.
Yeah.
Well, listen, he went there, and the first thing he said was, "Hey, Max, what did you do to
Get
have
out of
this trade void? what voided your trade? Because I want to do the same thing." It was just kind of funny how that worked. So it's when that's your first call, they're going to be like, hold on. We'll give you anything you want. Oh, you want this number? Perfect. Hey, buddy. Sorry.
Right? Like they didn't even let him go to the locker room to take the thing off. They're like, no, we're going to yank this off your pads right here. I understand it won't fit on this guy, but you don't get to wear it anymore today.
I also believe that I would look for Verse to be the defensive player of the year this year. This guy is going to be angry all season long. And he's already playing for his next contract.
Yeah.
And he don't want to stay here. Like, so he is, he's showing up because he doesn't want to get fined. And I think he is going to be like, I mean, it's like, I feel like that's his motto right here. I got 2 years left in my contract. I'm going to play this out. I'm going to be a free agent. I'm going to be the highest paid player that you're ever going to see, for anybody who's not a quarterback. And I'm going to be somewhere else starting in 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, it obviously comes in defensive rookie of the year, goes the, Pro Bowl the next year. I mean, yeah. At the same time, they have him for a minute. I do think he's going to eat on this defense though.
Down blood. Like he loves the scheme. It's a more aggressive scheme than he had in LA. His job is just to go get the quarterback. It's not going to be relied upon in coverage. And everybody has this thing what they think Cleveland is. Remember, you can think what you want. All that stuff is on the offensive side of the ball. Our defense is legit.
Yeah,
like we have the reigning. He mentioned he came in and won defensive rookie of the year. Well, guess what? We have the reigning defensive rookie of the year. As our middle linebacker. He's going to come in, be able to be more vocal, and he'll be able to put his stamp as this being his defense. So,
how's your cornerbacks?
Our corners are solid. We have one of the best secondaries in the league. Denzel Ward's super underrated to me. I think he's top 5 in the league. Tyson Campbell had a solid year after we acquired him from Jacksonville last year for Greg Newsome. Grant Delpit, solid safety, and Ronnie Hickman, who we picked up as undrafted free agent a few years ago, has developed into a starting NFL safety. So, and then we drafted Emmanuel McNeil-Warren this year, second round out of Toledo. So our secondary is again, our defense is legit. The problem is they're constantly on the field because offensively we could not move the ball. So exactly, there it is. Like we can't play defense for 60 minutes.
No, and that's that's been the problem over the last few years.
Yeah.
Is the defense. In fact, if you remember what it was 2 years ago now, maybe 3. The first 6 games, you guys were on a record-setting pace.
Yeah,
and then you guys started spending, 43 minutes a game on defense. I don't care how good you are.
Exactly.
Your numbers are going to suffer if you never get off the field.
Exactly.
Well, and so it makes me think about when Baltimore won the Super Bowl, they did it with like 36 minutes of defense a game. Like, so How close are you? Yeah, I'm not comparing you to Baltimore.
Right.
That's but how close are you to being able to win games solely on your defense in comparison? I know a couple years ago when we played you guys, it was the year we went to the Super Bowl and won. We played you guys, and it was a 16-14 game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was a tough fought game that we wound up winning at the very end of it to be able to do that. And I kind of remember that specifically because it was such a battle.
Right.
And it was the perfect game for us to come out of the bye on.
So I remember that was the same year. I think that was
it was
same year we beat San Francisco. San Francisco came in and thought life was sweet until we smacked them up.
Well, and that was the year that you guys started off on that record-setting pace.
Yeah. And so, but it's not a time frame, it's just what we get from the quarterback. If we get average quarterback play, defensively, this is a 9-win team. Minimum.
You have to average, and I say this very funny, you have to average like 4.5 plays a drive. Like you guys were averaging somewhere in the neighborhood of like 3.5 plays.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Like the number of 3 and outs and just giving the defense a short field with Turner. But if again we get average quarterback play, this
if you
defense
get like 5 plays a drive, you guys that would be enough.
Yeah.
You're talking another 80 seconds per drive. That makes a difference over the course of a game.
That usually equates to points too.
Yeah, I mean, last season, as terrible as we are, I know we take all the jokes, but as terrible as offense was, like we won 5 games and we gave like 4 away. Like we lost a Jets game because we gave up a kick return and punt return in the same game. We lost to the Bengals because our kicker, who was a rookie, missed the first 4 field goals of his career, and like he missed 1 the rest of the season. Like it was just like 3 or 4 games where it was like it wasn't on the defense, it was on the offense not being able to get a first. Was it Shador's first? No, the game he was injected into in Baltimore. He goes for the touchdown. The guy drops it. It was a great look, great pass, but you have a guy at the first down marker to continue the drive, which who knows how to. It's just little thing. I know every team has these things, but yeah, this defense way it's set up. They're young, they're hungry. The only other question aside from quarterback play is, will our draft picks live up to who we think they can be? And so far, like Denzel Boston has had great showings. I know there's no pads. We got to, get out there on the field, but I think we're a 7-win team as constituted.
So. Okay. I mean, that's realistic.
Yeah.
And who is your defensive coordinator now?
Man, I forget his name. He was the Falcons linebackers coach last year. But he's essentially keeping the same style of scheme that Schwartz used.
So the one thing, Schwartz was a great defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
The biggest problem
Mike Rutenberg is his name.
The biggest problem I had with Schwartz is that he didn't know how to spell the word blitz. And it's funny when you think about it that, I mean, they did blitzes. They were just schemes, really, that he hides that 5th guy going in. And you think about it when he won his Super Bowl with the Eagles.
Yeah.
The one time they threw a blitz, like a blitz, that was the one, strip sack on Brady.
Right.
To get the ball back and get that field goal to ultimately win the game and kind of put it away.
I mean, if you never use it, then don't expect it. So
well, and then you go the opposite way where it's like, okay, we have, Fangio is like another guy who is like, I don't blitz. I love blitzing. I love Jim Johnson's style of defense. It made for a lot of interesting games. It also did make for occasional beats. You would get beat big. And that's why I'm asking these questions, because I was big of a fan. I was a Schwartz. He wouldn't take any chances.
Right.
So, and that's where I feel like that with your defense, like with your offense having its problems of ineptness,
Mm-hmm.
you almost have to take chances with your defense if you're going to want to win. To win.
Yeah,
more.
I mean, you got to get the
your
ball
defense. You need your defense to take, to get points almost, or to get these big turnovers to make that happen.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see if that, the difference of coordinators will make.
You watched the defense have to do that in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
That offense couldn't do anything. And the reason they won as many games as they did over the last couple of years is because of defensive play.
Yeah.
And they had one of the worst defenses in the league last year. You think about that, their defense was horrible last year.
Oh, it was terrible. Yeah. It was one of the most expensive, underperforming units in the league. But prior to that, it was the only thing that was keeping them in games, because when you think of their quarterback play, it was awesome.
Yeah. And people used to try and use that as a separator between Myles Garrett and TJ Watt. That TJ Watt had the ability to come up with a strip sack, a punch out, or intercept, something and Myles really didn't force a lot of turnovers per se. But
yeah,
I'm sorry, Steelers fan. TJ Watt's nowhere near Myles.
I mean, Erwin, you're not wrong. At the same time, you are watching a YouTube channel. The moniker is Football-Talk. So just throwing that out there.
Here's your baseball. Here's your baseball talk. Dodgers win. Spoiler alert.
Right.
Yeah, there is they are playing baseball, and they will be playing baseball
for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mariners might start playing some better baseball. As of today, they get 5 starters back from the injury report, so should get a little better for them.
They had a shutout yesterday.
What's that?
They had a shutout yesterday. They were shut out the day before. They shut out the Marlins yesterday. So, yay.
Yeah, well, that's because they went from playing the Orioles to the Marlins.
Well, they went from the Brewers to the Marlins.
Or the Brewers. Yes, sorry, the Brewers. So, yeah, a little bit different caliber of team. Yeah. But yeah, mostly they get a bunch of starters back today. Or at least
shout out to the White Sox.
For not being the worst
Sox
team.
Are playing pretty well, actually.
Ever.
Yeah, they won 42 games last year. They already had 38.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. They were playing so much better. I mean, again, last year and the year before, they were trying to set all-time losing records, and this year they're messing around winning games.
Yeah.
Well, you also have a guy who hits home runs. I mean, he's a rookie. He's smacking the ball. I mean, the rookie of the year in the AL is a 2-man race. We have guy from Delco who is McGonigal, who is killing it, and the guy who plays for the White Sox who keeps hitting home runs. I mean, he's just what's his name? Murakami. I probably killed it. Murakami, whatever his name is, with 20 home runs. I mean, the guy is killing it. You know what I mean? So, and he's actually they've learned how to pitch him a little bit. So now because he was at 20 home runs for a little while now. So he's doing his thing. But they are doing pretty well.
Yeah. And I was only won 60 games last season.
And they're in first place.
Yeah.
38-32 right now.
Yeah. The Yankees came and cleaned the Guardians' clock, so that knocked them out of first place.
The Yankees, even with Judge hurt, back in first place. Where's Frankie when we need him? In the National League, even that the Phillies have been losing a couple of games, they've only 6 of their last 10. The Braves have decided to come back down to earth a little bit, and we're just getting started on the dog days of summer. We haven't even gotten into it yet. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. And the Dodgers aren't even playing that great right now, but they're so far ahead. It's kind of like, between them, the Padres and the Phillies are in that same boat. We're like 7.5, 8 games behind. It's like, this is a long stretch.
Mm.
But I am surprised. I will say this. I am surprised that the Mets are still as bad as they are. I mean, it's just like I thought that they would turn it around a little bit. But no, I whatever's in that clubhouse is too big of a cancer.
Mm.
It's making me think it's their shortstop.
For the amount of talent on that team, it is surprising they're as bad as they are.
Yeah, because even Soto, like I understand Soto's getting paid a lot of money, and his ego kind of caught up to the money. You know, like he used to be the quiet guy making a lot of money. Now he's not so quiet about it. So, and it might have been that when he was with the Padres, that kind of rubbed off on him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, your Astros are trying to figure out. They're taking some, some leads from the Angels.
Pretty
Let's
much.
figure out how to lose.
Pretty much. A's are coming back. They're only a half game back now.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think that's more testament that you guys stink right now in comparison to they are good.
I mean, out of their last 10, they're outperforming the Mariners for sure. But, and the Mariners have a tough series starting tonight against the Orioles. So,
Well, and you guys had a tough series against Washington, where Washington just kept hitting the ball and kept hitting the ball and kept hitting the ball, and you guys were not.
Their offense
like
is-
we took the first game of that, and then the next two, we couldn't do anything. But again, when you're missing 5 starters, like that's problematic. So,
But nothing really starts until after the All-Star break, which is not until after the World Cup. So,
yep.
Or at least not in Philly. I mean, it's like that. Actually, the World Cup ends on the weekend after the All-Star break. So, and then we'll start.
I mean, after the All-Star break here in Seattle, a lot of times the season's just about over for baseball.
That's where the hope gets erased and they get a line. It's like it goes from a line across
to
a diagonal. So, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is for baseball. We haven't even we're just getting warmed up.
Yeah, no, it's you don't really start getting into baseball conversations too much until really around the All-Star break, just because most of the teams before that, like the games don't matter. Really, what going into the All-Star break is who's definitely not getting there, right? And then from there, it's just what people do at the trade deadline, stuff like that. Can you make that shift? But I don't know. We'll see.
I tell you, I'm reading some of the things that have come out over the last 3 days in the NFL, and it says Stephon Diggs won't receive any discipline.
Yeah, I did see that.
The Broncos Cooper arrested again, violating a protection order.
Yep.
Listen, is she really that worth it? Is she really that worth it?
Dudes lose their mind over women.
Well, hey, listen,
and lose millions.
Yeah.
We heard the whole story with AJ Brown. Like that. I'm glad that story came out and I didn't have to be the one that reported it. But I mean, we talked about it briefly and I skirted around it for a long time because I kind of knew what was going on. And it's, listen, guys, pick one, stay with one till you retire and then figure it out. Or don't take one and do everybody. You know what I mean? Either way.
See, I don't know about all that because, or at least be smart about it so that you don't have a baby with a different person in every city.
Yeah, don't set up franchises. You're not going to
Right.
do well. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like,
Yeah, do
and
the
Stephon Diggs is doing that. So
well, and I always think of Tyreek Hill in that, right? Like every 800 yards, he has a kid. Like he better play forever.
Yeah.
have you seen the Super Bowl ring?
In person, no.
No, not in person. They haven't come out in person yet. So,
Yeah,
but they
They
have
have the-
revealed the ring.
no.
Oh.
The award ceremony was 2 days ago.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
so
no,
I didn't.
The rings are out there. Like
Yeah,
they've been
I'm
presented.
seeing the picture now, so it's the first time I'm
Okay.
seeing the picture.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the rings were released 2 days ago. It's a cool ring. I like that they designed it to look like Lumen Field, or right now Seattle Field, I guess. But yeah, so that was kind of neat. And of course, it has the pop out like the Philly ring, so that it can release the medallion, right?
Mhm.
Since they're incorporating that now. But yeah, I mean, at this point, it's funny because championship rings you used to be able to wear.
Yeah.
That
Not
thing
anymore.
is that thing is the size of like a racquetball. like what are we doing? I mean, cool, I guess, right? But it's not like a wearable thing, which is why they have the medallions that release and you can put it on a chain or whatever.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you're rocking that ring anywhere.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I feel like that it's all. I don't like that whole thing. Oh, hold on, we're gonna take the top off of your ring, and
It
know,
just
it's
seems like you're
gonna
going to
look like-
lose part of your ring.
right. That's kind of how.
Yeah. No, I'm a fan of, when they were bigger but like still wearable. Like that was cool, right? Or like 2000s. Like that was kind of. I think that was when it was probably its best, because then it was still flashy and big, whatever, but it was still like you could wear it. So like if you were one of these players and you got on, Fox or CBS or whatever, you could actually rock your ring. Now, are you going to wear a baseball on your hand to get? Like, come on.
Of course you are.
I mean, you're gonna, but it's gonna look dumb. Like there's,
Well, not only
there's
that,
no way
though,
that-
but
like these dudes have huge hands, and it's still like pow.
Yeah.
and you don't want to shake somebody's hand and somebody accidentally hits the button. Just arbitrarily hits the button and the thing pops off.
That
You know what I
actually
mean?
would be hilarious. Have it like pop and like shoot across the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. That's like it's like, oh, sorry, buddy. It's like it's just I don't know. It's just I get it. I understand why they're doing this. Everybody's trying to outdo each other and such.
course.
But
Yeah.
I mean, listen, put on a ring. You got it. Yeah, I got my rings, and I wish I had 4. You know what I mean? It's yeah. When I look at the first one, the first Eagles one, in comparison to the second Eagles one, it's like this one's this big, this one's this big. You know what I mean? It's just like.
Well, and that's my point, right? Is it's like, okay, like one of them's wearable and one of them lives on a shelf because it has to.
Right.
That's why the box is so. It's like they spent an extra few $100s on the box. So when the
Yep.
box opens up, there's a light that
It's
comes
great. Yeah, the
out,
great
and it's
display.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, that's exactly what I did for my wife's engagement ring.
Nice.
When I opened it up, it had the light shot off the diamonds. Like it was, yeah. I mean, you're trying for flash. Let's go.
you're like, ah!
Exactly.
feel like angels are announcing there.
100%.
Should Spike Lee get a ring?
Should Spike Lee get a ring?
Yeah.
No.
Say he spent over $10 million in his life on Knicks tickets.
Well,
Well,
then
you know
he
what?
can buy a replica ring.
That's exactly correct. He could buy one. He could buy one. The one thing about that championship ring is that you know what I mean? Listen, if you can afford the seats on that row, you can afford to buy your own ring. You're not
Yeah.
on the team.
Exactly.
You're not on the team. You
I mean,
didn't
he's not,
shoot any
though.
threes.
You may be the number one fan.
He could have prevented a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the same type of situation with the sixth man in Philadelphia. I mean, that guy is, I tell you, every time I see him, I don't know how he's still alive. I mean, he's just, I think he's about 90 some years old. It's, I see him and I say hello and such like that. And he, and he's there right next to the team. And if you buy that seat, he's got to buy 4 seats. That seat's got to be what, $1 million a year per seat. And he's there. That's why they call him the sixth man. But I mean, does he deserve a ring?
If you're not on the team, you don't get a ring. Like it's that simple. Like it's
feel free to buy yourself one. You can afford one instead of spending. You could. How much are these rings? Like maybe $150,000.
I don't even think they're that.
No, they're up right there, somewhere in that area.
Right, that's what I would think. I think a Super Bowl ring is probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about $150,000.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
I mean, the Knicks, they've only won 2 championships in 53 years. So if they're going to put 53 diamonds around it to say, hey, it's been this long since we've won a championship, I think all that does is say, hey, listen, it's going to be that long again before you win another one. So, but we'll see. We'll see how much it costs. And I bet you he'll have one. He'll be wearing one. And so will Tracy Morgan. I figure Tracy Morgan can afford it too. Listen, if they can afford seats, they can afford that. Ben Stiller is also going to get one. Like they're going to have their own version.
The thing is Stiller came out and said that he doesn't pay for his seat. He's like, the Knicks give them to us. Like, I don't know that he does spend. I mean, Spike is probably the only one that does.
Yeah. He's been there since 85, 80, somewhere in it.
That's even worse. Good for him. So he's only, I'm only a fan because they buy my seats. And listen, that's all it is like me then. I guess he's just exactly like me.
The only real fan there is Spike.
Yeah. And Detective Olivia Benson, she was there. Give her a ring. She protects Texas New York streets.
Yes. And no, this is my normal wedding ring. I didn't collect a new one.
Hey, I get it, Joe. I get it. You're not lying about that.
True. It's true.
Famous people don't have to do a thing.
Yep.
I'm working on it. Trying my best. That being said,
that does get us to the top of the hour. If you are listening on the radio 97.3, we do have some smooth jazz headed your way. Smooth jazz. And of course, if you're listening or watching on every other platform, be sure to like and subscribe. Otherwise, we are going to get out of here. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Take it easy, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.